and then for the dashboard to pick up that it's now receiving data and will actually now start playing the live video. Hello YouTube. YouTube Studio dashboard sucks. I shouldn't need to do that. If I say I'm doing a stream and it's detecting an excellent connection, even though I've started the stream and then open YouTube Studio, it should just connect. But no, for whatever reason, it doesn't. Even though it tells me that the stream is healthy, yet I'm not live. Worst experience ever. Oh, and I've also got my integration set up, so that should work. Yay, that works on side. And this should work on this side. Yeah, nope. Yeah, no, no, it doesn't want to work on YouTube side. Garbage. What is going on with that integration on that side? It's supposed to be both. Yeah. That's the YouTube message. It should have done something, but no. What about if I do that? Because it was saying it perverted a bot rather than the broadcaster. No. Is it even connected to the right account on there? Yes. Yes, it is. It just doesn't want to work. Well. YouTube. Okay, come back to it. Turn it back on. Ignore. Ignore. Okay. Last time on YouTube. Nope. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Interesting. No idea why that's not working, but it's not. Oh well. Enough of that distraction. Let's close this door, draft. I got myself a carbon dioxide monitor, and when you sit in your room, actually I can, and then you wake up and you see this values. Can you see that? See that? Let's see. There we go. See that? Oh no, it's creeping up. It's getting bad. So I had this in my bedroom when I woke up and it was like, oh shit. Ventilation. Well, that was just from me breathing. I had bought it because I was going to get a tank for my soda stream. And then have that connected to like a large size tank, so I get cheaper CO2 And if there's a leak, then I could use that to detect it, because obviously if there's a lot of CO2 in the room, then there's no oxygen. But then when it tells you, it's like, oh yes, this is 2000 CO2 in your room that you've been sleeping in. It's like, okay, need ventilation, so keep the door cracks open. See if that makes a difference and I'm not oxygen deprived. Interestingly, HEPA filters do not make a difference to it. Don't reduce it. Very interesting, this is saying that the air quality is fairly poor at the moment. Well, on the edge of being poor. But it doesn't decrease that. And when that gets higher, the CO2 needs to that the HEPA air quality filter can say it's perfectly fine. So it doesn't do carbon capture. That's a shame, because then I could put that in my soda stream. So funny. Also, when I rang trying to source a bottle for my soda stream, I found out that there was a shortage of CO2. Hilarious, given that CO2 is actually, you know, an issue with the environment. Why we're not creating more carbon capture facilities to produce CO2 for beverages and whatnot. I'm not an expert, so I've no idea, I just find it strange. Well, there could be a very reasonable explanation as to why that is. Now then, now I'm going to do what I did in the last one, is like we'll make our spawn occur in here rather than manually place them, because I might want to move around the waypoint. Cruiser Action 2. Don't worry about the loadout just yet. So this can be a wing leader. Now I need a reminder of the horoscopes that I'm using for target identification, like FreeSpace does. Or do I? So let's just call it that for now, because you're the enemy cruiser group. You are the leader. I'm not warping in. Rotation is on which angle? On the Y. And this spawns directly onto the waypoint itself. And now our first enemy cruiser group. Now this is going to be our escort. Which we need to use a spawn pool for. There you go. 2 of them. Now in the spawn pool we say we're using that one as the escort. We need to spawn it behind. To be honest, not sure how it will spawn. But it's a 180 and the offset position is, well, let's send it 5,000 behind it. ECG1 escorts. And then that's the identifier, which will then put a number on it at the end. Oh. There we go. Whoop. What? But it spawned in there. Of course it does. Why would it not? And then you've got you. That's interesting. We've literally spawned inside each other. How have I never figured that one out before? Why has that never been an issue before? Interesting. It's always been a bit of a weird one, that. Oops, why did I stop the player? So I didn't set it to spawn on the north point, did I? Waypoint 1. Let's see how. Again, spawns inside each other. Not change the spawn location. Additional actions was the right place. So we've got the waypoint there. And there. So now, it's like they spawned off in the vast horizon. Does it still have the same issue? Of course it does. Now let's look at our spawn. Action. So it says spawn these. Spawn point unused there. It's a bit of an odd one. Reference to spawn settings preset. Is that what? A little broken there. Oh. Spawn information. Well, if it weren't was that spawn information with the actual group leader? Is there an actual spawn information there? What does spawn information do? Oh, we're getting it from a spawn pool. Got the waypoint stuff. Only wingmen spawn in formation. This has been a bane of my development that I've never seemed to have got right. Would it be a thing to say spawn on a wing leader? We would like it to spawn in a offset. But not quite. So there's two ways, well, three ways this would happen. There's a single item or a single spawn and doesn't need to spawn in any formation. And then there's multiple of the same type of ship, which one is a wing leader, so therefore I want to spawn in formation. And then there's one where we're saying, well, this spawn group of the same types of ships doesn't have a wing leader, but it still can spawn on top of each other because it's part of a group. And then And then what? And then want to spawn in a formation but not on the wing leader. Do we need to add another option then? So if that's not ticked, could we then need to spawn in some sort of formation? Bollocks. Let's write the possible outcomes of what this would do. When we're using a spawn pool, which means generally we've got 2 or more, and then, excuse me, so we've got is wing leaders true, spawns. Yeah, so that's the wing leader. Then 2 is wing leader or false. Spawn all same type of ships at offset position. Okay. So that's like offset spawns all the same, so out the offset position each other. Now, the way that I've got formation set up, it would make sense to still spawn them in like a formation. However, they're not in a formation. This shit is this formation to they don't spawn in each other. Yeah. And the other thing would be an option to spawn in formation on leader. Already spawned. Otherwise, use that as a fallback, maybe. Use offset position space as a fallback if the wing leader does not exist. Just in case. Because otherwise, it will like, oh dear, there's nothing here. Okay, we shall just spawn it directly on top of the player. It's inside the player's, on the player's position, and do it that way. Ugh. So that's my to-do. First of all, should always be spawning inside in some sort of formation, regardless. Now, where would we do that? basically saying spawn in this group. But we also need to know that we're spawning with a wing leader. You see, that's where things get more complicated. So basically, we just need to have spawn information. Still, we need to tell it that the formation is spawning on something other than, like, whatever. So literally, it'll be if it's not. Yeah, then we need to still define who we're spawning on top of information, because it won't be the wing leader. And this is where we define it. So if we've got a wing ID, we'll find the wing. And that wing will either exist or not exist. Let's see, close all but this. So we try and find a wing definition. If we don't find one, we'll create one. Now if we're saying spawn information, and this is not a wing leader, then we get a position. And then is this, no, we're not spawning in. This is where we say get formation position. So this is like a fake formation. So we need a temporary definition. Let's see. A temporary definition that we will use for a spawn information, which is not related to a wingman formation. Which is fairly simple. So we'll clean up some of this. Look at me playing around with formations I've forgotten about. And it's not perfect because it doesn't apply. Does it apply? I don't think it considers at all the width of the length of ships in the formations. And yeah, once again, going off topic. So back to, where was it? Yeah. We still want to configure the wing. But then we want to say spawning formation on something that's not what we do. Yeah, so basically that we don't need to touch this because that'll just spawn information, everything's correct. What we're going to do is handle two possible conditions: spawn information on wing leader that was spawned earlier. Else spawn information on the first spawned ship. That's not a wing leader. To avoid spawning. Well, let's call it clump spawning. Clumps all on top of each other, inside each other. So this is fine, we don't need to touch that. Otherwise, fall back. If wing leader is not spawned, fall back onto the spawn position offset. No. So we'll work it out, so we're not duplicating code, but that is going to give me a reminder of what we're doing. And that's so we should use spawn formations. They don't spawn inside each other. So that's this one here. Spawn information on wing leader. That's already spawned as an option. That's this one. That means right, rather than adding in the function, let's just get the functionality going in there. We have this wing definition. Oh, an ad break upcoming. I shall be right back. Give myself a bit of a stretch and all that. I am back. Nope. And remember to turn the microphone back on. Winning. I need to be able to tell it that we are about to create something. Damn it. Where is it? It is the spawn action, isn't it? Yeah. So it is spawn settings. Cool, yeah. Where's it get used? Running the action of spawn vessel as a core routine. Slightly complicates things. That means we can't just have one wing definition to do everything. We need to have some counter as an ID to keep track of what we're doing. And all that would be in Level Manager. Yes, just stick it all at the bottom. We haven't got formation code anywhere else. Good. Right, put it after all the spawning, like that. Okay. Just do it here. Slightly makes sense to be that. This is going to be public. Shit. And then we're going to pass in a temporary ID number, which we're just going to increment every time we call this. Does that work in a core routine? We'd have to call it outside of the core routine, maybe. Maybe return it. Starting at 0. Our next temporary wing definition ID. And then it would be a case of and then I'll just recreate the definition. Call configure wing. Does it give us an ID that we're doing? No. Actually, yeah, the wing unique ID. ID. Where do we get set that from? Ugh. Playering ID is the maximum value, so now to avoid conflicts. Actually, we don't care about conflicts, this is completely separate. Is it? Is it separate or is it going all into one thing? No, it's going all into one thing in its own wing definitions. Bollocks. Okay. So it's all going into the same place. we need this. And now that'll be a negative because it's going to be temporary, so I'll make it negative. Oh shit, can't do that, can I? Because it's an unsigned int. Derp. Oh, that's what you get done doing shit like that. And you'll bite me in the ass eventually. Well, I'll just have to have another array that is just temporary. Right, wing definition, that is perfectly fine. It's outside of wing definition that we want. Like this. Now we could make a change quite simply, just another dictionary. Yeah. Right. It's called that. You're called. Is that when it's disabled? Yes. change. We're passing it in. It's a pointless one, isn't it? Oh, dear me. Wing names? Completely different thing. Must be used somewhere. No. What? Okay. Keeping track of stuff for no reason. Don't know why. Pointless at this time, but maybe it was for something else. Yeah, like scoreboard stuff. Okay. Just need to make sure we don't have... Right. Temporary wings. Oh, I hate it when you do that. Is that going to work? Okay, so we want to remove wings. I've already bind it, so it's passing it in there. Even though we'll never use it. Now, our wing ID, a unique ID. How do we get a unique ID? It's definitely not here, is it? What we're actually doing is just create a wing definition. And this is actually going to be a temporary wing. It's never used. Will that work if we pass in 0? So we add a wingman definition, which is 0. Well, actually, that'll be that. Oops. That's all we need here. Very nice. Spawn counts. Excuse me. this is going to be a temporary wing ID for no wing leader and group to spawn about clumping. Information on the leader. Quite literally be like, well, we wouldn't know, would we? It's all individual. We're going to define it at this point. Only when we have our temporary wing definition ID. And we want to do it when there's more than one spawn item. So 0, otherwise I'm allowed to do this, I think I am. Yeah, I'll make reference to Level Manager that way. Oh, equals to 1. Only one thing to spawn. Then we're not using any temporary wing definitions. Otherwise, we are. We get our ID, and then we need to pass it into here. Boop. Why are you not behaving? Because you don't have a semicolon. Did I really set that as a bool? I did. Oh yeah. Make it simpler. If my data dot is wing leader, definition is not set 0. Else if spawn count greater than 1, now we want an ID. Sorry, we're going to spawn in a formation without an origin. This is so confusing to me. Let's just focus on this. Now that we're saying if there's no wingman or wing leader, then we need to do a temporary spawn if there's more than one. We have this, do we call it? Yes, we call it in there. And then when it comes to doing the spawn stuff, so we set up the actual wing as normal, and then we're saying if this is not a wing leader and the spawning formation, and then else if not, because it'll never well be, and then we have a temporary wing ID. Actually, what happens if it doesn't have a wing? Oh Okay, let's not do that then. Otherwise, we still need to do this. To spawn source. Using the first spawn as the formation. What's that? Origin. To avoid clumping. So even though we may not have a wing, we could have a temporary wing. Let's just copy that. Our temporary wing, which is configure a temporary wing. And we are passing in temp wing ID. This will be false. Or would it be true? Would it be true? Because we're saying, well, this is our first item, we have to make it a wingman. So basically, this is literally, is this the first one? Oh, okay, so that would be true then, wouldn't it? Which it should never exist at this point. This is our first instance of calling it. So our first wingman, well, first vessel to be spawned, comes in, gets assigned, you are a temporary wing leader. The next one comes in and says, okay, you're a wingman to that temporary leader. And rinse repeat there. Looking back. Now we want to spawn in formation. So we do have a position of that, which is the offset position. Which we don't care about. Because we've created a wing leader, so now we need to change the spawn position. Say, look, this is where you're spawning, on here. Is that right? No. Wing leader. Where do I get the wing leader? Put it in a find active structure. Please, what are you doing? So when does active structure get called? Down here? We enable it? Yeah. So we shouldn't find ourselves. And then on the next call, it should work. Hilarious. Not doing that. We're using the temporary wing ID. We get our temporary wing leader. Get our position from what's been defined in here. And that should be that. That should cover our initial spawns with no wing leader is set. Don't you think? Oh dear. Not quite. Looks like they spawned right behind me. Interesting. So how did that work? No wing leader. we are doing the offset on the waypoint. Alright, our first wingman I would expect. You're gonna, yeah? Yeah, first one. We create a temporary wing. Got its ID, we've got no wingman. We then, well, find ourselves blah. Hang on a minute. No, so this is the player, that's stupid. That's not what we want. So this was like finding the... We need to find the wing leader. So if the temp wing leader is equal to, is not equal to this, then we want to find temporary wing leader. We find its position. And then sometimes you have to run it in order for things to click. Okay. Damn you. Damn you to hell. So still spawning on top of each other. Excuse me. How rude. Ow. So this is our first one again. And spawn position shouldn't change. Correct? And then we come into the next one. What? What is going on here? If not found, then we create a definition and add it. Now, and then we're adding this wing leader. Duh. So this is rubbish. Does it exist? If it doesn't exist, then you become the wing leader. If definition does not exist, then this vessel spawn is the temporary wing leader. Oh, I'm about to start. 6 seconds. Oh, we just don't have enough time. Right. Let's just take a quick ad break and then I'll show you if we've got it solved or not. Alright. Damn, can't wait to get rid of Norton. He's popping up with annoying things. Either from the taskbar or in web browsers. That's fine. Right, let's see if I've got it to work. Did I stick a breakpoint? Nope. There we go. It worked. Cool. So that has spawned into formation of this, and then I'd expect them to make their way to be in formation correctly. How about if we just bring the scene window out and then turn that off, because obviously the AI is not going to turn itself on, is it? Now what's it doing? Probably breaking an attack now. Whoop, shit. Where are we? There we go. Now we need so it's to stay in formation. Because I believe they are just now breaking to attack rather than any sort of formation. You can see how slow they are as well. Hey, at least the avoidance is working. Oh, why are you avoiding? You're a big ship. You should not need to avoid anything. Some more work required on the AI. You know? Right, you're a big boy. What's the problem? What are you doing? You shouldn't be trying to avoid anything there. At all. Well, it could be. Pilot. Okay. Look at it. It's still detecting all that way out. Like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're there, I can see you. No. It no longer doesn't. Yeah, so still some work. Consider, like, which directions the AI... the other object moving in. I need to rewrite it a bit. All those feelers are no good. Not very performant. I'm thinking more of a safety bubble. So instead of feelers off left, right and centre, just a bunch of, again, sort of like feelers, but just around the radius of the ship. At the sides, there's a safety bubble, and projecting forward, or in front of it rather than at the sides, so it's only caring about where it's going. So it's a bit like when you're in a car, you're driving, your little safety bubble is what's straight in front of you, and then a bit of your sides, cars on the sides, and generally not paying much attention to the rear, but a little bit, I guess. If something's coming right up your ass. Of course, in driving, that doesn't mean you should hit the accelerator if it's some idiot who's trying to get you to go faster. But if it's something that's coming so fast they're definitely not going to stop, you're going to want to react to it. Well, thanks for watching. No stream tomorrow. I've got an appointment that I need to go to in the morning, and I won't be doing the afternoon anyway. Try and schedule in the morning for a bit and see how we go. I'll forget my demo. Early access on Steam. Space combat game. And link on YouTube as well. Even though the demo command don't work. Right. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff.